Namaskar. My name is Vishal Pai, and I have been associated with the Art of Living organization since last 16 years. And since last 11 years, I've been traveling and teaching the essence of yoga and meditation through the Art of Living programs across the country. We would be well aware of the universal law of karma. As we sow, so shall we reap. So whatever happiness, pain, sadness that we go through is all because of that karma. There are only two ways to come out of it. It is said, या तो भोग के खत्म करो या योग के खत्म करो. Either go through all the pain, sufferings, all that is due to you in the life, complete it and finish. Or else the easier way, the smarter way is to योग के खत्म करो. To the process of yoga, we can eliminate all the pains that comes in our life. Maharishi Patanjali also said in Patanjali Yoga Sutras, Heyam Dukkham Anagatam. The purpose of yoga is to eliminate all the pains that is going to come in future. So yoga is the way to eliminate all the pains, the sufferings that we go through in our life. Now, there's a misconception about yoga. People think that yoga means some asanas, some exercises at the level of the body. But yoga is just not this. The purpose of yoga is more deeper. The outer world is full of duality, whereas the inner world is about unisence. Yoga is the science to connect the outer world and the inner world so that we can enjoy the patience, the stability, the calmness of the inner world and enjoy the pleasures of the outer world. So yoga is not a contradiction towards happiness. In fact, when we go deep in yoga, we experience much more happiness in everything that we enjoy in the world. For yoga to happen, we need to start with the postures of the body, keeping it intact for a long time. Focus on our breath and with full awareness, enjoy the breathing while staying in the posture. When we do like this, the yoga leads us to deep silence, deep meditative experience. The yoga brings fulfillment in each and every second of our life. This 21st June reminds us of this commitment of ours towards the goal of our life, which is happiness. Let's together enjoy the day of yoga. Happy Yoga Day.
Good morning to everybody. My name is Debarati Bhattacharya. I am actually an IT professional and with the corporate sector for over 20 years. And now in the middle management, I am with IT, one of the top IT MNCs. And during this journey of my life, I happened to be associated with the art of living. It has become almost 16 years now. And this has been a wonderful journey of my life. And when I first started the program, at that time, due to professional reasons, I was very much at stress. And I am telling this because from my personal experience, how this has helped me, this whole journey, doing the daily practices that I have learned from the art of living, the yoga, the meditation, the pranayam. This has helped me to not only keep my mind calm, to help my productivity improve, it has also helped me to learn balance in life. Now I'm able to do much more activities than I used to be able to do earlier. And fitness is also one of the most important things. And nowadays, of course, immunity enhancement is also very important. All this is helped through yoga. Yoga does not mean only physical postures. It is a combination of physical postures along with pranayam, meditation. So all this together helps to align the body, the mind, and the soul. So this helps us to improve our efficiency in whatever we do, helps to improve our creativity, helps to be more better at handling different situations. Earlier, it is not that difficult situations don't come in my life, but how I react to them, or rather, how I act upon them, has changed with the regular practice of yoga, meditation, Sudarshan Kriya specifically. So, I think it is very essential that every professional should learn these techniques to equip themselves better at better decision making, better handling of life itself. And nowadays, the world over, people have understood the importance of yoga and they are moving towards it. So, why not us? Because ultimately, this is where it has its roots, right? And if we really don't utilize it, then it is like you already have a diamond in your hand, but you don't know its value. So it is important that each one of us, be it a professional, be that person a householder, be a student, everybody needs yoga meditation in today's life. I have seen that it has also helped me accomplish better professionally. Work that I used to be doing in, say, 4 hours time gets done much faster, so that I am able to take up more responsibilities now. At the same time, nurture my hobbies, which because I have more abilities now, better time management, so I am able to do those as well. And generally, the quality of life improves, and the happiness content of your life also improves. So, with that, I thank you. I hope this will inspire you to start your journey with yoga. But mind you, it is not a one day affair which we do on an International Yoga Day. Everything done consistently over a period of time gives you the result. So, just like eating one day in a year doesn't help you to sustain yourself, similarly, yoga one day will not help you to sustain the energy that you would like to have. It has to be a consistent effort. But yes, we need to start one day, and why not on the yoga day? But after that, we should be able to continue that in our life. Good things should continue in life, isn't it? What do you think? Thank you.
It is so interesting to begin with that the World Health Organization defines health not just as an absence of an infirmity or a disease, but also a state of physical, mental, and emotional well being. And this is so important for us to carry as a message the upcoming World Yoga Day, that when we look at the health of an individual, when we are talking of how healthy I am, we cannot just say that just because I do not have a particular disease or pathology, I am healthy. How happy and how free I am emotionally from its baggages, mentally how stress free I am, and physically how much, of course, fit and healthy I am, together is a comprehensive understanding of health. And as we are moving across generations, we will all notice that disease itself is changing its nature. From the times when it was only considered to be of infections or due to external some factors like bacteria or germs, viruses, disease today has assumed the link of body and mind together, which we know in common terms as psychosomatic disorders. Most of the diseases of today's world, if you see, for example, diabetes, if you see gastrointestinal problems, if you see, your stress-induced ulcers, all these are linked to the state of mind. Even there is research on even malignancy like cancer, and how we respond to treatment of cancer is also linked to our stress levels. So this interplay of the body and mind, of the complex emotions that are within us and how we react to them, is becoming more important when we are defining the state of health. And this composite treatment or composite understanding of the health of a person in the terms of physical, mental, and emotional well-being can be addressed by yoga. Patanjali Rishi, who was one of the proponents of yoga, says that Yoga Ang Anushtanat Ashuddhik Shaya. He says Ashuddhik Shaya means it will cleanse the impurities from the system. Ashuddhi words means impurities. All that is cleansed by following Yoga Ang Anushtanat, following the eightfold path of yoga. So it is a time when we as a society needs to go back and understand the roots from where we have come. Yoga is not just doing certain asanas, getting into certain postures. It is a total way of life. That is why it is called the eightfold path in yoga. No, like for example, you have got all those one after the other: yam, niyam. Then you've got asana. Then you've got pranayam. Then you've got pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. All these together make up yoga. So when we follow each of them in life a little bit, under the guidance of a master or a teacher, then yoga blossoms in our life. And when yoga blossoms in our life itself comes out of the state of misery, whether it is physical, mental or emotional, get into well-being, or as we define it as health. So our message to all of us on the upcoming World Yoga Day and further on is that we must go back to our roots, discover yoga and practice it as a way of life. Inculcate in our life so that our life blossoms to a better, more holistic approach and get us out of these self-inflicted diseases and problems that continue to plague us. Happy Yoga Day. Thank you.